Good morning, everyone. This is Jeffy Kennedy, author of Epic Fantasy Romance. I am here with my first cup of coffee. Today is, say it with me, Friday. It is Friday, September 9th. 9-9. Good day. 9 being the number of, well, the number of man, but we like men anyway, right? No, the number of the human, the completion. One of my favorite numbers. So, how is everyone there? I understand this is recording quietly, which means I need to project. I don't know why it's recording quietly. Uh, I definitely have it set to be using this microphone array, which of course it is because otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me at all because the microphone would be in the house. But I'm not sure why it's not recording with more sensitivity. Um, so there we are. Let's see. So what's going on? I think I still have conference brain. Uh, a lot of stuff that happened at Worldcon is staying at Worldcon because it's a blur. Uh, I had so many great conversations with people. Um, really nice to see people in person. I mentioned this before. I haven't seen since pre-pandemic, but yeah, really had great conversations with I won't even name names. I was about to start naming some names, but then it's like, but then I'll forget people. Um, Exciting news in that we have set dates for the Nebula Conference. It will be next June. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. But we do have dates. We have a hotel. We are going to be in person, also hybrid. Uh, had a board meeting yesterday. We got a bunch of stuff handled. That was great. Um, so yeah, things are exciting. I'm working on naming the next Grand Master. Pretty excited about that. And another secret special thing that I want to do, SIFWA wise, that you'll hear about if I get to have it happen. So I'm noticing if you're on video, you will probably notice too that apparently I'm lately all about blue. My dress is blue. I did my nails blue this time. I've got my blue headband in. It's making my eyes look blue. I have those eyes that like go green or gray or blue depending on my mood and what I'm wearing. Combinations thereof, none of which has anything to do with writing and publishing. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, you all. Ugh. Have to get back to focusing. Now I'm hyper aware of how often the phrase "you guys" is used. We were watching last night Hacks. Apparently we had like gotten part way through the second season and then forgot to keep watching it. Uh, the perils of being non-religious watchers of things. Although I do wish that our streaming system would like tell us right off, you were watching this last time, but because we bounce around to the different subscriber channels, they don't tell us that. So anyway, really liked Hacks. It's great with Gene Smart, who's very smart, and I had a point there. Something about Hacks. Uh, See, it's probably a good combination of conference brain and book brain too, because I am closing in on the ending of Shadow Wizard. It's yeah, it's funny because it's like all y'all who say, how do you like that one? Who say that if you have an outline, if you know what you're writing before you write it, it's so much easier. Um, I say pish tosh to you, because I know how this book is ending. I know what the next, actually, no specific things are happening in the next chapter, which is not something I generally know. And it's not going any faster. So it's absorbing a lot of my mental bandwidth, which is as it should be. But I'm hoping, crossing fingers, that the revision will go smoothly. Yesterday, I kind of fried out in the third hour, um, ran out of words, nothing in my brain. So I started going through and dealing with my square brackets. Those of you who have been listening for a long time know that as I'm drafting, if I can't think of a word, or if I don't want to name somebody right away, or if I think I'm using a word too often, or if I need to weave something in earlier, I put it in square brackets and then I can do a search. So I looked to see, and I had something like 166 square brackets, which is probably a good sign because it means I was drafting fast. Um, and now I've winnowed it down considerably. I think I won't look to see what it is, but I know less than 100, and it might be something in like the 60s now. So I did winnow out a lot, naming a couple of characters who turned out to be fairly major characters. Uh, did a lot of the the heavy lifting there. One of my enduring questions as I'm writing is, did I give this character a first name or a name? Especially in the Bonds of Magic and Renegades of Magic world, because people are referred to by their titles, either as like wizard or familiar, but then also as like their rank, Lord or Lady Eladrel, that sort of thing. So a little birdie up here, kind of one that must be passing through, kind of a different one, tapping on the grape arbor. Happy for them to eat those bugs. Um, yeah, so sometimes I like don't actually give them names, or if I do, I'm not certain if I did, and I'm not meticulous about putting those things into the World Bible, which I should, which is for me a spreadsheet. So, um, yeah, so I ended up having to name a few people. There is one character that I went ahead and named, even though I'm not sure if she'll ever reappear. And did I put it in my spreadsheet? Probably not. So anyway, um, yeah, I know what's going to happen. I just really need to focus on getting those words down, and then um, I don't think it's going to take a whole lot of weaving in of stuff to get her finished. Let's see what else is going on. Showed you all the checkbooks yesterday. Thanks for the lovely comments on them. And I I also I wonder if I should admit this. I found a mistake in Gray Magic when I was listening to the audiobook. And it was a mistake that, to my chagrin, somebody else had tried to point out to me. They didn't say it in so many words, though. And so this is one of the difficult things about when people read your work, is they often suggest fixes without being specific about what the problem is. And I know that Mary Robinette had a TikTok not long ago talking about the different types of critiques that you get and what the problems really are that people are identifying. And it was smart because she's smart. But it can be a problem because people will say, and in this case, this is what happened, was someone who's a wonderful reader for me and another author who I adore. She had said, you might consider specifying this, or this. And I went and looked at it, and I'm like, why do I have to specify that? I don't understand. And so I did a little bit of tweaking on it, but I didn't understand the problem, which was that I had a character in two places at the same time. And if she had told me that, if she had said, it seems like this character's in two places at the same time, instead of saying you might create more distance between them, these incidents, or make it clearer, she'd said something like that. Whereas this character's in the same two different places at the same time, which he was. He absolutely was. So I went in and fixed it. And I am putting up a new version of Gray Magic with a few other fixes that I identified. So, and with the link for Shadow Wizard at the back. So I have to get that uploaded, get that formatted, uploaded. Um, I've been working on, so Bonds of Magic, all three books, she says, holding up four fingers, three books, are all in audio. And I did them in, so sorry, this is going down, I'm going to go down the audiobook rabbit hole, but some of this stuff I really had to ask around and find out about. Uh, so Audible will do an exclusive. It's kind of like Kindle Select. Amazon loves to do this exclusive thing. So if you put it in exclusive, they'll give you 70% royalties, which is still not phenomenal, you all. It's that's what I was going to say about hacks. Ha! Funny. They used you guys several times in hacks, especially in that last episode. So it wasn't that important. Uh, so and Audible used to require that you keep your book in there for a really, really long fucking time. I don't know, year or more. And now they've backed off of that and you can do it for just 90 days. So I did, because the books came out with staggered releases, as my audiobook narrator finished them. Uh, I kept Dark Wizard and Bright Familiar in the exclusive for significantly longer than 3 months. And then once Gray Magic was done with her 3 month stint, then I pulled them all out of exclusive. And that was like at the beginning of August. So I could upload them wide. Reader, has Jeffy uploaded them wide? She has not. It's one of the things I need to get to. So, uh, yeah. So, one of the things that I've discovered by asking around is I ask people, like, which retailers do you upload to? And some people sell directly through their website, which I would like to try to do, but I have to find someone to compile the audiobook, because when the narrator delivers them to you, they deliver them chapter by chapter. I should ask my narrator if she knows a formatter or a packager for that. Because you can also put them up on YouTube. And some people just have samples up on YouTube, and other people put the whole book up. And then once you get to your 1,000 followers, subscribers, and like 4,000 views, then you start making money. They monetize it. So, um, is it 1,000? It might be 1,000 subscribers, yeah. But the nice thing about having Ye Old Podcast, Ye Old First Cup of Coffee, is that I have a lot of views at this point. Not that many subscribers, which has never been my primary objective. But if I start putting the audiobooks up, that should accelerate quickly from what everybody else is saying. So that's like another thing I need to do that's on the business list. The other major undertaking is to get our taxes assembled. Um, we are at this point where we're doing the October filing, and yeah, where does the time go? So I may spend a lot. It's supposed to be rainy this weekend, which is a good thing, because I might just do a marathon of crunching all the numbers for the accountant. I have it all. It's just a matter of going through and compiling it and identifying what everything is for. So I think that's what I will do this weekend. we were thinking about going fishing on Sunday, but because of rain, not. And I have a couple of meetings, so I don't think I'll work on the book this weekend. Give my give these brains a little bit of a break, and yeah, next thing I'm looking towards to travel wise is not until first week of November when I'm going to World Fantasy Con. And I did fill out my programming survey for that, for those of you who were tracking the fact that I was saving that for after Worldcon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to these couple of months at home. And the next thing that I'm going to be working on, which, sorry, all of you who hate it when I do this, is the new secret project. We've got a choya here. If you're on video, I'll hold it up so you can see little choya burr. It's hard to see. It's a good background. It's here on the table next to a grape. So feels like a story of something that happened overnight. Choya burrs should be like all on the other side of the wall. Um, I'm definitely distracted, aren't I? Sorry, you all. And I don't even remember what I was saying before I spotted the choya. Look, a squirrel, a grape. Yeah. Oh, the secret project. Secret. I need a code name for it. I know you all have suggested code names for me. Uh, and unfortunately, my working title is totally indicative of what it will be. So I need to come up with a good secret title to reference it because I am going to write the whole book. Agent Sarah wants to take it on submission. She's very excited about this idea, which those of you who have been with me for a long time know is no guarantee. It just never is as part of the business. But yeah, I'm going to write the whole book. She's going to take it on submission. If it doesn't sell, then, and if it doesn't sell quickly, then I will self publish it and it'll be a new series in a new world. And I'm excited about this. I am hoping that it will be an easy write. And here I contradict myself from the beginning of the podcast because I know essentially what the story is. And this is a rare case where I absolutely do have my characters in mind, but I actually have something of a plot arc. I know, I know. What is the world coming to? But I do have a plot in mind, and it's okay. Well, I'll tell. I may have told you all this already. This is sounding familiar. The thing is it's based on a movie plot, and so it's already there. And I asked Melinda Snodgrass, brilliant screenwriter and plot break teacher. She conducts these things, and so I was thinking about asking her to do a plot break with me on this book. And I asked her. I said, "Well, if I know that I'm following the essential structure and beats of a movie, should I use that or should I, like throw that away and you know move away from that?" And she kind of gave me the head tilt. I love Melinda. She gives me the head tilt and she says, "Well, if you already have the movie structure, why would you not use that?" I was like, "Okay, thank you, thank you." So that'll be my, as soon as I finish Shadow Wizard, I'm going to watch this movie again and I'm going to write all the beats and make a, oh, I feel like it's a dirty word. I'm going to make an outline. Uh, and so it's going to be an interesting exercise and I am oddly excited about it. So that's my plan for the next few weeks. Oh, I know some of you have been asking about the holiday anthology, and we're not going to do it. That's the short answer. Is we're not going to do one. Um, we had talked about it. We had a group lined up. Grace and I have talked about it numerous times. Grace is just so behind the eight ball at this point. Um, that she just could not commit to doing it, and I didn't want to do it without her, and the others who wanted to participate were also feeling pressured. So we're not doing it. However, capital H, however, I am thinking about doing something of my own, like a holiday story, uh, midwinter holiday fantasy story, and putting it out for Christmas ish. The only problem is I don't know what I would do. So, this is where you all come in. If you have a vote, if you have a suggestion, let me know. And I will seriously consider it because it would be nice to, it would maybe not be very long, but get something out there. So, on that note, I am going to go finish this fucking book. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you all on Monday. You all take care. Bye bye.